Looking at this wide-angle view of the Milky Way, the universe appears to be a vast, predictable expanse, governed by the steady movement of light. But hidden within that stillness are localized zones where physical laws stop functioning. If you were to approach one, your navigation instruments would fail, and the starlight behind you would warp into impossible, sweeping geometric arcs. Ahead lies a perfect circle of darkness. It reflects no light and shows no surface, appearing as though a piece of the universe was removed. For decades, these anomalies were dismissed as strange predictions hidden in math. Today, we know they are real, drifting silently through the cosmos and waiting in the dark. The peaceful night sky is a mask for these invisible predators, which possess enough mass to pull apart stars and dictate the movement of entire galaxies. This close-up photograph shows a massive star, similar to the origin of every black hole. For millions of years, the intense nuclear energy in its core provides the outward pressure needed to hold up its immense weight. Eventually, the star runs out of fuel. Without nuclear reactions to push back, the outward pressure fails. In an instant, the core collapses. A supernova explosion erupts with enough violence to briefly outshine billions of surrounding stars. Yet even this release of energy cannot stop the inward crush of gravity. The remaining core continues to shrink, becoming hotter and more compressed as it collapses into an increasingly tiny space. A black hole is the final result, a region where gravity has overcome all other forces, creating an object so dense that our current understanding of physics can no longer describe it. If you were to fall toward one of these objects, you wouldn't see a physical wall or a glowing barrier. You cross the event horizon. Here, gravity becomes so extreme that escaping requires moving faster than light. Because nothing is faster, there is no turning back. Every physical path simply bends deeper into the darkness. As you descend, the universe around you would begin to distort. Nearby stars would stretch into glowing arcs, and the outside world would appear to race forward. To a distant observer, your clock would appear to slow down. They would see you drift toward the edge, gradually fading away, but never crossing the horizon. The event horizon acts as a permanent one-way valve, severing any object that enters from the rest of space and time. Deeper inside the gravity well, the physical environment becomes lethal. The gravitational pull increases exponentially over distances of mere inches. Because your feet are closer to the center than your head, they feel a much stronger pull. This extreme difference begins stretching your physical body into a long, thin stream of matter, a process known as spaghettification. The force continues to intensify until the molecular bonds holding you together fail. Every atom that once made you who you were is pulled toward the singularity. Gravity here operates with such precision that it reduces matter to its fundamental components, erasing the physical structures that define our reality. This creates a paradox for modern astronomy. We are attempting to study objects that emit zero light and allow no information to escape. Instead, we watch for the destruction they cause. When stars wander too close, they are shredded in tidal disruption events, releasing bursts of energy that can be seen across billions of light-years. This image from 2019 was the first to capture this process. It shows a ring of superheated gas circling the central shadow where the black hole itself hides. While this image confirmed the existence of the event horizon, it left the interior a mystery. We can only map the external evidence of their presence. At the center of every black hole lies the singularity, where matter is crushed into an infinitely tiny point. This marks the limit of our understanding. It is a region so extreme that equations used to describe the universe fail. Without data from the interior, we can only speculate. Some believe it leads to instant destruction, while others suggest portals to other parts of the universe or even entirely different realities. If we look at the widest scale, we find supermassive versions of these voids at the center of nearly every galaxy, including our own. These massive objects govern the movement of cosmic gas and stars across thousands of light-years, dictating which regions of the galaxy will create new stars and which will remain dark. By regulating this flow of matter and energy, Black holes act as the gravitational engines, determining the structure and growth of galaxies they inhabit. Somewhere in the darkness, there are places where the universe says, "You may enter, but you will never leave." If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories.